Hello, I'm Jack Whitehead, and I'm presenting the paper on behalf of myself and Marie Huxtable, and we're both from the University of Cumbria. And it's a delight to be presenting to this community-based educational research second international conference, and with the theme of creating positive futures through community-based research, a transdisciplinary conference. And our contribution is on how are we contributing to positive social change through community-based research. And I want very much to focus on not only the abstract of what we're claiming, which is here, that our research question is grounded within communities of educational researchers who are generating and sharing explanations of educational influences in learning with values of human flourishing. Now, that is what we call living educational theories. These are the explanations that you and I produce for our influence, our educational influence in our own learning and the learning of others, and in the learning of the social formations within which we practice and we understand what we're doing. And we're also going to use a process of community-based audit, which came out of the doctoral research from Tasmania, from Phil Tattersall. And this process enhances the validity of our evidence-based explanations of educational influences in learning. Now, what I want to do is to point you to the website where all the resources can be found to support the presentation that we're actually giving. And you can go through, you can find this presentation at the What's New section of actionresearch.net. So if you put in http www.actionresearch.net, you will find the web page here with a free copy of the book on Living Educational Theories, A Way of Life, What's New in this academic year, and if you go down here, you'll be able to click on the paper that we're presenting from this What's New section. Well, what I want to point you to here is that if you're interested now yourselves in developing your own explanations of educational influence from the ground of community-based research, then you can have a look at the living theory posters here and how you could actually share your own and look at what these communities of practitioner researchers are already doing in sharing their own explanations of their own educational influence, but also giving you details of the values and context from within which they're working. And you've got here the Indian Research Group, the actual Educational Studies Association of Ireland. That's a very well-developed practitioner researcher group that have been developing living theory research in their context. The Mongolian University of Education Group, Western Sydney. You've got Canada. You've got in the UK, the Salisbury Democracy Cafe. And you've got here the Common Cause Research Group. So what I'm hoping you'll do is access these resources and have a look at where you can access details of these living educational theories that have been produced from communities of practitioner researchers. And you'll find here in the Educational Journal of Living Theories homepage, you'll be able to get the current issue, the archive from 2008, and you'll be able to learn how to submit your own by going into here with the submission guidelines and the submission form to actually put your own living educational theory into this forum. Now, there are other communities that we've been working with, and in the paper, you will see that we've been working with the cooperative groups, especially grounded in the values, the community values of the International Cooperative Alliance. And this is what we're holding ourselves accountable for living as full as we can through our educational responsibility. That we accept this educational responsibility for showing how we're living our values as fully as possible, and, as important as that, showing how we're actually generating our own living theories and sharing those with others. And this is very important about living educational theory research, helping to create accounts of living educational theory research which we share. So you'll be able to get the details of all this through accessing our paper through the What's New section of actionresearch.net. And for those of you who are worried about enhancing the validity and objectivity of these accounts, you can see how we do this through validation groups that ask these questions about enhancing comprehensibility, the evidence, our understandings, and our authenticity in living our values as fully as possible. Now, we've also got other examples here about community-focused research and how this is contributing to the values of human flourishing. Now, that is my just 5 minutes to introduce this, but I do hope you will actually share your own, create your living poster, and submitting it to us. Thank you very much.